Hello, everybody. Hope everybody is doing well. Tattered Tammy here. I came on to show you guys all the things that I've gotten over the last couple of weeks here locally. Before I left for New York, and then when we got to New York, we saw an estate sale sign. There was a Goodwill right down the street from our hotel, and there was a recraft store we found, and a couple other little small thrift stores. And as with most of the major thrift stores like Goodwills and stuff, you know, the prices are ridiculous, and they don't have much in the way of junk journal things to use in junk journals. So I got some personal things, but I think I got one thing for junk journaling from the Goodwill. But like I said, before I left, I went to our local thrift store that's run by the hospital here, and I found a few things. One was this fabric. I'm going to be doing some fisherman journals. And so I saw this fabric with the hooks. Thought those were cute. And then there was this one panel with the fish on it. So I thought that was cute. I don't know how I'll use it yet, but we shall see. I have stuff everywhere, guys. My craft room is a disaster area. So I got back Saturday, and it's Monday. And so I got these pieces. They're like upholstery. But I love the color and the flowers on there. And then there was this. So pretty. With the raised stitching and lace. I think it's like a it would go on a round table, maybe with a lamp that would go in the middle or something. Like a small round table. It's very pretty. Like a ecru color. They had these 25-cent little cards. It says, "Do you care it for me?" I thought those were cute. With the envelopes. Picked those up, and then they had like wedding bells that you ring when the wedding party comes in, right? I don't know. Did I show you guys these? I feel like I showed you these things. I don't know. Winnie the Pooh little golden book. This is a 1990 little golden book. I may do another Winnie the Pooh journal. And then I found these. I'll be passing this one and this one along. And I'll be keeping that one. It's so cute. I hope I'm in frame. I marked out because I got so much stuff. It's crazy. They had this. It's a shelf liner, I think. I just like the dark background. And the flowers are so pretty. A lot of it I'll be sharing because I can't use it all. And this pack of paper, and it's like a light cardboard or a heavyweight paper. Yeah, it's like a heavier weight paper, not quite cardboard. So I'll definitely be sharing some of that. And this little box of game pieces. It's like the little screws for the, like my grandson has a workman's bench, or he had one when he was smaller. And I've never seen him this big though. And then there was another game, and I just took the pieces out. It had dice. So there is that. Okay. And then, we went to a thrift store near the college here in Ohio. And they had these rolls of wallpaper. I got 2 rolls. It is so pretty. And I was like, oh my goodness. I just could not leave it there. The color. And I'm not usually a purple girl, but this is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Definitely going to be sharing some of that. So beautiful. Just rich colors in there. And this is like almost like a copper brown. And it's like, it's interesting because the green, this is green, and it's matte. And then you have these lucent flowers and designs on it. It's just, it is gorgeous. Okay. And whoops. I went to a friend I was with wanted to stop at this garage sale. Now, I don't usually do garage sales at all. I haven't done garage sales in years. So, but I stopped because she wanted to stop. And look what I found. Some stationery. vintage. The lady was actually going to be moving to Florida, so it was kind of like an estate sale, older lady. These are so cute. Mushrooms. They're like post notes. So, got a few of those. And more stationery. Some cards. And envelopes. I thought this one was pretty. Let's go with the and more stationery. Butterflies. Okay. All right. So I think that's it for the local. And this was one of the things I got from the Goodwill in New York. Just a string of beads, wooden. I think they're wooden, yeah. Very pretty. They look tribal to me. I like the colors. Now, the estate sale that I went to, I was very surprised. The prices were crazy amazing. It was the first day. So I was like, yeah, it's probably going to be ridiculous, but it was not. It was like they just wanted to get rid of everything. So this box of blocks were $2. And I have been looking for them, and they're usually very expensive. And so I usually just leave them. But they have, like, there's a duck. And I don't know if these came like that, but I'm thinking somebody probably put these images on these blocks. This is a bird. I don't know what that is. But yeah, so they're definitely old. I don't know how old they are, but very cool. I'll probably share a few of those out. And then I saw this box, and I was like, oh, all these postcards and stuff, and I was like, oh, they're probably going to want a lot for them, or she's probably going to want to sell them all separate, but nope. She said $4 for the whole box. So there are books in another language, and this says 1882. And it's a songbook. I'm thinking it may be some type of religious songbook. I'm not sure. I have to look it up. Here's another one. Here's a map. This says 1895. Right? 1895. I don't know if you can see that. I'm sitting down because I'm really tired. Really tired. And there's the back of that. And then there was the autograph book. My teachers, and it has a list of names. My class motto, my classmates, and signatures. There's something signed in there. Looks like they almost got it filled up. Okay. And there was a couple of photographs. I don't know what I did with those. They're somewhere in here. Lots of postcards. There's a couple of letters. Okay, here's a picture. Nope, that's not a picture. That's a note. These are the letters. And I really wanted that for my fishing journals. Postcard. I'm not sure if it has a date. I don't see a date. Let me see, guys. Let me see. Nope. Don't see a date. Nope. So there was just a couple that I wanted to keep for myself, like that one. And I may keep a couple of the landscape ones. So let me show you guys. So that's a photograph. There's some of these that have like postcards from specific areas like North Carolina. Well, I guess they're not postcards. They're like landmarks in that particular area. I like the cover. And there's Asheville, North Carolina. Charlotte, North Carolina. The Great Smoky Mountains. The Lure of Virginia. And then there's a photograph of a horse and buggy. And then that's a postcard. Another It's hard for me to tell. I'm not sure if these are photographs. That's a postcard. But can you guys tell me? I know that when I'm in the chat on sales that there's someone who loves dolls. So all of these postcards are dolls. And I don't do the dolls. So I will happily pass those along to whomever, because I know it's like not everybody likes them, so I don't want to just put them in with the happy mail. I'd rather just send them all to whoever would like to have them. So if you like the old dolls or some of these are kind of interesting. There's a doll house, and they're all postcards. Dolls having a tea party. These are postcards from different places, like that's Atlantic City. Some of the postcards are written on. Quite a few of them are. Okay. So, yeah. So if you're interested in those or you know who might be, please let me know in the comments or email me. And I will send those on over to them. Okay. Now, also at the estate sale, I found some fabrics. I think that's a sheet, actually. I see a tag. Yep. Yeah. So if that's not 70s, I don't know what is. 60s and 70s. Flat sheet. More fabric. It looks very spring, but I like it's almost like a patchwork and stripes, but it's a print. And trying to see what Concord Fabrics by Sharon Kessler. This is faded over here on this side. It's kind of, oh, it's two different fabrics. Maybe. I don't know. This one, it looks lighter in color. And then this one is a little, the color is a little richer. So, nice size pieces of those. And found this. This is so pretty. This is also the Concord by the same designer. I don't think they go together though. Maybe they would, I don't know. Very color, pretty blue. I'm not usually a blue person either, but I like those. Then they had these patches, mushrooms, bunnies, and birds. And some lace ruffles. Quite a bit of this I'll be sending along to friends because I don't use it. Rick Rack. And then there's, I love, this is almost, it reminds me of ticking, but I know it's, I don't know. I know it's like a cotton, but not sure. It doesn't quite feel like ticking. There's quite a bit there. Very nice. But it reminds me of the utilitarian fabrics. And then this was my favorite. It's just a little piece of that. But these are my colors. So it's like a runner that you would put on a dresser or something like that. And last thing I got there, the National Bank of Wrappings Fall. And this bag is, did pick these up. I have no idea what these numbers are, but I liked them. So I got them. And then I always pick these up if I see them. Little old keychains. But this is full of marbles. Now, I have to figure out if I'm going to learn to play marbles. It just reminded me of my cousin. He loved to play marbles in the street with his friends. I forget the name of them. I used to sit there and watch because they wouldn't let me play because I was a girl. But I was thinking about learning how to play with my grandson. I don't know what else I would do with him. Okay, so then the Recraft store that I went to. The Recraft store was amazing. So I'll just show you. I picked this up. I thought that was cute. I don't even know. I don't know what this will be used for. She had some things that were free. So, these round papers I got because I like to rust dye them. And they look pretty cool. I love the feel of this paper. Got that for free. And let's see. I got some doilies, which I don't use doilies much anymore. But these were pretty cool. So I got them. I figure I could share them. They're the smaller ones. I have no idea what. These are 6-inch. It says Gay 90s. established in 1895, but I don't see any other kind of date on them. You guys know I gotta get the strings. So I got the strings. She had more strings, 50 cents. I had seam binding, a whole roll of a black, and I think this is seam binding too, not sure, but I like that color. And there was a little piece of brown pom-pom trim. And it was like a little recraft store in a building in the basement. And very nicely done. Paper clips, the big ones. I always pick these up when I see them. Big ones, little ones. It's a cute little polka dot bag. There was these bells. I love the way they sound. These were 99 cents. I found a few flattened bottle caps. So I thought that was cool. I could add to the ones that I already have. And some more string, cotton twine. And a little bag of buttons. More string. A big bag of buttons. So I was too happy to find it. They were split up between 3 different containers, and she wanted $2 per container. So I just had her put them all in one bag. So I'll have fun going through all of those. Look at that. I just saw that one with the flower. That's cool. So I paid $6 for those. I felt like, you know, what they're asking for buttons nowadays, that was pretty good. Especially with all the other deals that I got. And then there was the stamp. She had quite a few stamps. I got that one. And she had some fabrics. I actually found some more to go with my fishing theme. That'll be cool. I love it. I found 2 pieces to use in my fishing journals. My deity was a fisherman. And then I found this little piece. Very sweet. With the elephant. Look at the little baby elephant. Her so cute with a bow. then we love our patchwork. Just a print. Very cute. And she had all kinds of collars, like lace collars, but I like this one, and so I'll be sharing some of those. Just lots and lots. I was trying not to be greedy because, like, her prices, it was just like so inexpensive. She really was like, I just want to make room and get rid of stuff. She inherited her mother and her aunt's estates of crafting things, and so she just decided to start a recraft store where people can donate. Now these I got really excited about, and I was trying not to be greedy, but I knew, I was like, oh, I can share these. Look, guys. So, what I did not realize is this is the way all of those tablecloths that we get, that we take apart, that they actually start like this. This is the first time I've seen this. Where they were made, and then apparently they stitch them all together. How much work that is. So each one of these bundles, there's like 22 of these circular crocheted, I'm assuming it's crocheted, circles, and I got 5, 6, I got 7 of them, and it killed me to leave the rest of them there, guys, but I will be sharing some of those with you guys. And I think I did pick this up at the Goodwill there. Word, phrase, cards, French. Cute. Telephone, mirror, towel. Very cute. So I picked those up. There's a whole bunch. Okay, and I don't even know if I can get the last thing in frame. I really don't think that I can. But, and I probably should do it like a separate video. But, I really want you guys to see this, because I don't think that I can raise my camera up any higher for you to be able to see this. Let me move everything out of the way so I can get it up here. And she literally, I was like, how much do you want for this? And she was like, I think she said $4. And I was like, yes, thank you. This book is, it's February 13th, 1951, New York Times newspaper. And it is like 16 and a half by 21 and a half. It is huge. But wait till you guys see what is on the inside. I gotta see if I could get it positioned, guys, okay? Let me see. Okay. This is as good as I'm gonna be able to get it, guys. It is huge. But it is so cool. The ads are so cool. Can you see them? Oh my goodness. Like I can't, oh man, I can't, I cannot get them. Let's see. Try to get it so you guys can see it. So cool. Look at those ladies. I hope I'm not making you guys dizzy. Trying to. The old televisions. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with this thing. I may include a couple of pages with each of your packs that I'm going to be sending. Look at her. Ah. Yeah, I don't know what that is. So cool. Betty Davis. We're the classified. Look at them. And the rest is like classified, I think. And this is the last page. Yep. Okay. Let me see. All right, guys, that's it. I think that is everything pretty much everything that I got. Like I said, I did get a bolt of fabric, but that's just too big to show you. And other clothing, things like that. So, yeah. So, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good week. Bye.